Are you taping already?
I'm taping already.
I know this ain't gonna be on there, but fuck it. He might put it on there.
Get an angle of your shirt.
Let's get this one last time. You're listening to WJL 89.3. We got some actually pretty cool stuff coming up today. Replacing the Bands You Need to Know segment is Libby and I are going to be interviewing Desperado Johnson. He is in our music and sound production class. He's really talented. He raps. He's really talented. Yeah, so coming up after this song. Right now, I think I'm actually going to play one of the songs. Alright, up first is, here's the song I Love Girls, which is actually a really good song. I like it a lot. And it's one of his most popular ones because I think it's had the most views on YouTube. Yeah, here's I Love Girls by Desperado. Alright, that was Desperado's song, I Love Girls, on WJL 89.3. So, I'm going to introduce Desperado right now.
What's up?
Alright, so we're just going to start the interview now, I guess. Oh, Desperado, do you want to introduce the guys who got with you today?
Yeah, I got my hype man, my dude that, has followed me since I started. He's my main supporter, really. It's Chad Armstrong.
What up?
Yeah. And then I got my cameraman. He's not really on the mic, but you'll see. He basically has taped this whole interview. It'll be on YouTube. It's Chance Anderson. And then I got my, basically, my main inspiration started me. And besides, mainstream rappers, he's done his thing, and he's basically put all my work with him, and it's Chris Mallory.
What's happening?
Alright, so I'm going to start off with kind of a cliche question, but it's still a good one. What made you fall in love with music?
I just like, it wasn't, at first it was like, it was cool because I seen the lifestyle, especially the hip-hop lifestyle. It really intrigued me. And then, once I seen that, with the music I could tell words and I could speak to people in different levels, and I just kind of changed my whole thing. Because when I first started, my music was like, it wasn't, as real and like, pushed into my life. It was more about just, just parties and like, what mainstream music would be about.
Yeah.
Now it's like I talk about, what I do every day. You won't, like, if you hear one of my tracks, it's either something that I've experienced, something that I live, or something that, I want to live. It's nothing fake. And that's just, it's kind of like, I see music as the way to tell the world about me. And so, that's what I started with.
Yeah, it's real. That's definitely something that's really respectable about it. So what inspiration do you draw from when you write?
Like, my inspiration is like just everyday life, really. I pick off of a couple artists that I really listen to and that have kind of really pushed me, like Kid Cudi. He really, kept me writing and like, I really seen the rap thing really early, about like 10. I used to, listen to I could never get like the explicit lyrics, but once like I'd hang out with my cousin and he'd get me we would listen to all the rap music and it kind of, I listened to all of it and it was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And I never really thought about, wanting to do it. And then my sophomore year, it was like, I'm actually decent at this. I can actually, I got a talent in it, and I found my kind of niche, and I just kept going with it. So
it was like that one moment when you realized you actually could rap and it sounded really good.
Yeah, because I always thought that's my cousin's thing. Like he was the rapper in our family, and I never thought. I always thought it was like so hard, I knew you had to have the talent to do it, but I didn't think I had the talent to do it until I kind of just kept working at it, and then it just kind of came to me, and I've never stopped since.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
So if you could compare yourself to one established artist, what would that be?
It'd probably be Cudi.
Cudi.
I've had a lot of people, I hate it. People, they compare my voice and my whole visual aspect to Mac Miller. Yeah, I hate Mac Miller. To all you guys out there, Mac Miller is horrible. And if you listen to him, I don't like him. But Cuddy, I respect people when they tell me that I really see the Cuddy in you. I see like how much Cuddy you've listened to, and because really Cuddy is he's really just forced me into like the mindset of just be real, be yourself, and talk about your life. And, I feel his pain when he's writing, and I want people to like feel my life and feel what I've been through, what I go through when I rap. So
yeah, that definitely is a similarity you have with Big Cuddy.
Yeah.
You rap about things that are actually legitimate.
Yeah.
So what what's your writing process like?
I just really, if something, it's just like whatever happens that day. Like if something cool happens, like anything that happens that day, it's just like if I want to write about it, if I feel like I want to write about it, I'll just sit down and I will stay on the internet for 2-3 hours and just look at beats and just keep looking at new beats. And when I find that right beat, I'll just sit there and I get my pen and pad or my pencil and pad, and just like anybody else would. But I mean, I would just sit down and just write onto that beat, and then whatever I felt that day, I'll just put it into a song.
So do you make your own beats, or do you usually find other ones from
I
somebody else?
mean, I've never made my own beat. I mess around with it. I'm not really a guy that is the beat type. I'm the lyric guy, but I look for any new beats. I've contacted people and talked to people about making me some beats and trying to find new beats. But it's really, right now I write a lot of remixes because I'm trying to, establish a couple people to where I can own those beats and get my own music.
Yeah.
But for now, it's just like as much as I can put out there, no matter what, if it's my beat or not, I still, will write on it. But.
Okay. We're going to take a little break right now. We're going to go to some music, point 3. Before we go back to the interview, I'm going to play another one of Desperado's songs. This one is called Life. You're listening to WJL 89.3. We're back with Desperado Johnson.
What's up?
Alright, let's get back into the questions.
Alright.
So, if you could work with any producer, who would it be and why?
I mean, I don't have like a big producer. I like the Pittsburgh kind of chill, laid out flow. I like Johnny. Johnny's crazy. Johnny Giuliano. I like Big Germ. I mean, I don't really have a main producer. Lex, he does, it's kind of trap beats, but I kind of like him too. I mean, with me, it's like, I don't have a main producer. Anybody, that's making the crazy, never heard beat or something that's new that nobody's really heard before.
Yeah, the unique stuff.
That's what I want to go to. So, shout out to any producer that is making random new music that nobody's heard.
Alright. If you weren't planning on doing rap, what do you think you'd be moving towards?
College.
I mean, I guess college, it could be, I wanted to go to an IPR school. It's a big music school in Minnesota. I think that would, be kind of cool. But, like, the music thing is, like, I'm so committed and so, forward, and there's nothing else I would rather do now. So it's like, I just really want to push forward on it and just work as hard as I can and just try my best to, make it in this. And it's really, there can be a second plan, but it's like, for me now, it's like, if I can do this, this is what I want to do. I don't want to do anything else.
So it's like, there's no, if I'm not doing it,
yeah,
I am doing it.
Yeah, I am doing it, yeah.
I get that, yeah. So what are your plans for your music after you graduate high school?
Just, as many shows, as many, tracks I can put out, many CDs, just keep working, just keep writing new songs, look for labels, look for just anything I can do to get my name out there and just, make a living at doing what I do. So just make a living at music and hopefully, it works out.
And speaking of doing shows, what is your favorite thing about performing?
My favorite thing about performing is when I go out there, a lot of people say, you know, you're gonna be nervous your first show. People say, yeah, you're probably gonna be nervous. I've just never really felt that. When I go out on a show, I feed off of seeing everybody in the crowd. I like to impress. When they hear me rap, like, I like when people are like freaking out about me, my skills in rapping, and just the words I say, and they're like, oh my gosh, he just said that, or how did you do that? How do you do that? How do you think of that? And it's like when people are screaming and they're like clapping for me, and it just makes me want to keep doing it. And I could do it all my life, just show after show, just feed off of it. It's an adrenaline rush, I guess.
That makes sense. All right, actually, speaking of performing again, we're going to throw up another song, but after that, I'm actually going to have you freestyle for us.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's cool. We'll do that.
All right, so coming up next is Kryptonite by 3 Doors Down.
It's mostly weed, opium, heroin, crushed up Clorox, morphine, some unidentifiable stuff, and a little bit of angel dust. That's what a Jeffrey is.
I do it.
And it's all like wrapped up in a joint.
I do it.
Yeah.
I
Big
don't give a
fuck.
fuck.
There's no way.
And then you die.